it's Jennifer at True and Vineyard and Farm, and we are down here in our main garden, and Christy, one of our farm interns, is down here with me. So we are cutting flowers. We're really excited about this whole flower row this season. This was the first season that we planted this State Fair Zinnia blend, which we are all just so excited about. As you can see, there's tons of color, tons of variety. We also planted these straw flowers. And then the other flower is celosia, which is also known as coxcomb. So this one, the blend, was called Blazing Sunset. So we have all these sunset colors of oranges and gold and pinks. So the whole landscape here really is all sunset colors. So we've been having a lot of fun making flower bouquets with these. We use these in the tasting room for the area where our guests come to do wine tasting. So that's been really beautiful to have. And then Christy and I were making bouquets one day, and she came up with a really fun idea of doing these thematic bouquets. So we've been doing that for the last couple of months. So I don't know how you came up with it, Christy, but it's been a lot of fun. So what we do is we sort of just pick what looks beautiful to us, to our eye, and we start to get sort of color themes. So last week I did one, I had all of these peachy orange colors. So I did one called Peaches and Cream. Then I took all the bright oranges and I called one Orange Crush. So those were my favorites from last week. So every week we're just kind of being creative, and whatever the flowers are sort of, how they're speaking to us, we come up with a fun name for them. And people have been loving them. We've actually been doing pretty well selling them weekly to our guests who come for a wine tasting. They can take a flower bouquet home. And it's really nice to work with these flowers where we know we're not exposed to chemicals because of the way that we farm. So we can safely put them in our face, smell them, touch them, and we don't have to worry about it being dangerous to our health. So that's always a nice feeling to work down here. What else? So Christy, I'd love if you would share a really heartwarming story. We just so happened to be in the farm stand putting out the bouquets. So Christy had an encounter with one of the guests, so if you'd like to share what happened, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, one of our wine club members who actually lives and resides up in Portland, but is from this area, and his grandparents were homesteaders. He had brought his partner down from Portland to show her where he grew up, and the two of them were enjoying some wine, and then he came into the tasting room and we chatted for a moment, and he picked out a bouquet with a lot of pink scapes, and he took it with him and said that he was going to bring it to the cemetery just down the road and put on his grandmother's grave. So we felt really delighted and honored that we could be a part of that sweet moment of reverence for his grandparents and his elders and people who are original inhabitants of this area.
Look at these colors. And was that the one called Pretty in Pink?
I think that was the Pretty in Pink one, yeah.
But look at these colors. Very inspiring. And just filled with pollinators. Bees, butterflies, hummingbirds. This whole row has created a lot of habitat for all the different animals that come to visit the farm.